HQ presents How to Bake a New Beginning by Lucy Knott. Read by Penny Andrews. Chapter 1. Beans on toast. Ingredients: bread, butter, Heinz baked beans. Always stock up when you go to Target. What to do: toast bread and heat up beans in a saucepan or microwave. Never tell Amanda you use the microwave. Butter toast and drizzle beans over the top. Doesn't taste quite like home, but it'll do, I suppose. Don't get sad. You're living your dream, and don't be ungrateful. The boys are awesome, and you've worked so hard to get to this point. Beans. I wonder what Levi is up to. Why does England have to be 6 hours ahead when you're spending another night alone and could do with a sister chat? Just eat your beans. Sabrina realised that she had been mindlessly shuffling paper for the past 15 minutes. It was gone 5 in the afternoon, and she needed to go home and pack. Yet she was sitting at her desk, eyes wide, staring at the mini chandelier that hung from the ceiling. The crystals bounced light off the walls and led to the dreamy state Sabrina found herself in as she daydreamed about the day that Levi first burst into her office. Why did she always do this to herself? Every Christmas for the past 2 years, she couldn't get him out of her head. Was she really that lonely? Couldn't she fantasize about men who weren't off limits? Better yet, couldn't she stop fantasizing altogether and venture into the real world and meet a non-rockstar man who wasn't way out of her league? She huffed to herself as her phone rang, startling her. Seeing that it was her baby sister Louisa, she put on an enthusiastic smile and answered with the cheeriest hello she could muster. "Are you all packed? Do you have everything ready for tomorrow?" Her not quite as cheerful-sounding sister asked abruptly. Sabrina blinked away the dancing crystals of the chandelier that were starting to give her a headache and went back to shuffling papers as she answered her sister's questions. Yes, of course, Lou. I have everything organised. You know me. What am I, if not organised? She felt a twinge of guilt for her white lie, but she didn't want her sister to worry. Normally she was the queen of packing, but with the band's new release approaching and her brain often getting distracted by a certain drummer, she hadn't quite been herself lately. "Okay, so you will be on that flight tomorrow?" Louisa asked, her voice a little imperious. All Sabrina's attempts at bubbliness evaporated. She snatched the band's schedule from the desk and made her way to the door to head to the photocopier room. She was too tired to deal with Louisa's sceptical, patronizing tone. "Lou, please. It's Grandpa's 96th birthday. Of course I'll be on that flight tomorrow. I am going to be there," she said with force. Her heels echoed along the deserted corridor. The cool office interior, bland cream walls and stark white furniture personified elegance and a modern flair in Lydia's eyes. But at this time in the evening, when most of the staff had gone home, it screamed cold to Sabrina. It lacked vibrancy in her mind and could do with some fresh flowers and a pop of colour. "Well, I'm just checking. It's not going to be some glam, flashy party," Louisa added, a hardness to her voice that stung Sabrina and caused anger to bubble in her stomach. "I know it's not going to be a bloody glamorous affair, and I don't bloody care. You know how much Nana and Grandpa mean to me. I wouldn't miss this for the world. I miss them, and I miss you all, and I will be on that plane tomorrow, so please give it a rest." She practically punched the copier to life and let out a frustrated sigh. She was growing tired of her sister's guilt trips over missing family affairs, especially when Louisa knew how hard she worked, and especially as Louisa knew she was busting her butt for their big sister Amanda's best friend, and not just some random pop act. Sabrina made a mental note to start adding pictures of the piles of paperwork and late-night sessions to her Instagram to break up the once-in-a-blue-moon flashy press events. Maybe this would appease Louisa. "We all miss..."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?